Oh yes, there's a lucky draw. Please go and join. I will probably do the draw in Osaka, but I'm not in Osaka yet. So maybe like next week. And this is the ruins of the after the atomic bomb dropped. Off the bed, have a good rest. Oh no, there are people. Let me go to the other side. Why are there so many tourists? Like in big groups or more, every single time.
So this is 200 meters above this. はい、OK、はい。
街や。
原始人爆弾。あれ？でも
なんて書いた？あれやろ。
原始
原子爆弾
弾。
って書いてある。めっちゃ小さいよ。はい、段がつけない。指に算数をさ。
じゃあ、じゃあ、見に。
出たみんな。
ここにな。
T'as une photo après le passage, je pose la question. Après le passage de la tout de suite, quand ça arrive.
Where are we? Yeah. The kids are doing the quiz. We are at the dome. Okay, I just read the history. I was just reading the history. So it's actually a building set up by the Czech people back then. Then because it's so close to the bomb when it dropped, right? Then yeah, it got bombed. But because the bomb spot was actually higher, I'm going to the hypo center later, where the bomb dropped. So it actually bombed it in an interesting way. And kept the dome. Like, I don't understand how that works, but okay. Yeah, and became like a World Heritage. And yeah, you can see the black frames inside, holding the building to keep it stable. Like those were added after the bomb. I don't know if you saw just now. I didn't want to say anything. Did you see this guy? I don't want to say like from. But anyway, there's this guy. He was pushing this kid aside because he wanted to read the English text on the sign. The kid was just trying to do the quiz. Like, can you just wait instead of pushing the kids? They're just kids, you know. Like, goodness sake. Like, or like ask nicely. Like, even if they don't understand, just ask them. Don't push them by their shoulder. Come on. Like, it really triggers me out when tourists do this kind of stupid things. Like, you won't even do this in your own country. Why would you do it to other people in other people's country? Because that is just pure rude. Say, excuse me, yeah, it's not like they cannot understand simple English like that. Or just say sorry. And they will know. They will move aside. Like, why do you have to push them? Like, fuck's sake, man. Like, entitled pieces of shit, man. Sorry, I really don't like this kind of people. And he was reading the English one, so I'm not gonna say anything. Didn't see. I should have pointed the camera at his head, man. Who knows? He doesn't do it in his own country. I mean, who the hell will do this kind of thing even in their own country? And you come to a country where manners is even more important, and you do this kind of thing to people, and to kids some more. Don't do this to kids, lah. Come on. Like, the kids were blocking me also, but you can wait a little bit, right? They write whatever they want and they walk away already. Like, they're here to learn also. what they're coming to, sorry, me ranting about Westerner tourists because there are so many uncultured ones. This trip, I don't know why. Like they keep triggering me. but anyway, we're at what's called the A-bomb dome, where this building, right, it was designed and built by the Czech in the past. Then during World War II, when the bomb dropped, this is what's left of the building, and it managed to stand through the bomb. So they are preserving this as a World Heritage already. Yeah, it's only like 100 meters away from where the bomb dropped, which I'm going to walk there later. So that's why it's quite damaged, but it managed to stand. So they are trying to keep it up. And also to remember lah. Just in case, yes. So just now when I was reading the sign, right, the sign of the history of this dome, there's this guy who was reading the English one. He's like, at least like 190. And instead of asking the kid, like say sorry to the kid or something so that they will know that they're blocking, he just reached out his arm and pushed the kid by the shoulder to the side. And the kid was like, what? He like had a shocked face. That was so freaking rude, man. And he didn't even say anything. He just pushed the kid. And I say no, yeah, like this trip, I complain about some tourists so much. I think, right, times have changed. Like the worst tourists seems to be different now compared to a few years back. Can tap our shoulder and just say, yeah. Or just say sorry. Like if you need people to do something for you, you say sorry. You say please. Isn't that basic manners in English as well? Like instead of pushing somebody aside, like you're like 190, the kid is like what, 150 or something, and he's just a kid trying to do his assignment. They're trying to find the information for their assignment. Just let them do it. Like even if they cannot understand you, right, you can still try to say like, oh sorry, I'm trying to read. Even if they don't understand you, they will roughly know what you're trying to say. One thing I don't know, like he's not that short. Like the boy was quite tall. Like everybody's here to learn, right? Don't need to be such an entitled person. Japan ban tourists to go certain places. Quite sad. You can say that as points of exactly. And I don't want to say which region the tourists are from. But I think I've said enough, because it's always the English crowd now. Like, it's so horrible that I don't even want to speak English, because I don't want to be associated with them. It's funny how a few years back, it used to be like, it's more racism against other races. But yeah, just this morning on the train, right, there was this guy with his son on the train. You know, Japanese trains usually is quite quiet one, right? They were like talking loudly. He keeps fidgeting in his priority seat. Priority seat, I've emphasized, he was in a priority seat. He was talking, and you're not supposed to do that in priority seat. You're not even supposed to use your phone, because it's for like old people, so that they have a nice space to sit down and stuff like that, or people who need a space to rest. He was talking in that seat loudly, and I don't know what to say. I see that, I'm like, what the hell? And he keeps chewing something in his mouth with his mouth open. Like, a lot of people like to do that, I don't know why. And I was just telling Midori, like a lot of them, right, when you walk past a whole group of them, right, there's at least one or two of them who will smell like perfume and BO. You can in another country respect your culture and learn. Exactly. Like if people are not doing what you're doing, there must be something wrong, right? Then you do what other people are doing. Like if people are keeping quiet and keeping their arms and legs to themselves on the train, then do it. Like don't ban spread on Japanese trains, man. That is extremely rude, man. Like they don't dare to say anything doesn't mean that they are okay with it. Like Singapore's not okay with men spreading also. I will never think that Japan is okay with it. Like sometimes I think they don't take public transport at all, so they don't even understand basic courtesy. Or like, I mean, they pee on their, like in America, they pee on their trains anyway. So I don't know what's basic courtesy like anyway. Some places don't teach that. Yeah, because they don't even take public transport and they don't even have a culture of like basic manners in public places. It's quite sad. Huh? When I was in Nagasaki, right, the other bomb site, like this time I'm covering like 2 bomb sites. I was reading the history on the war. I don't know whether it's true. It's probably true lah, but you know, like history sometimes they present like half truths, or like it's written by people after that. But anyway, but this one is probably true. They were talking about like when they were planning to drop the bomb on Japan, the two bombs. And the then president of America actually wanted to drop it on Kyoto. I'm like, what the And other people in UNESCO actually went against him and said that you shouldn't drop the atomic bomb. Like a lot of them were actually protesting against that. Because they said you start throwing bombs, everybody will start throwing bombs later on. But the US president was like, no, we need to throw 2 of them so that we can like reduce the amount of like deaths, American deaths from this war. Like wow, and you drop it on a civilian area. There are only 2 bombs. Yeah, this one is from the Nagasaki Museum, by the way. I'm quoting from there. So yeah, he wanted to drop on Kyoto. Then everybody like there's a lot of countries that were against this and rejected that idea. Like don't even throw the bombs at all, they said. Then in the end, the American one was like, oh okay, well, then we'll drop it on like Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Like they didn't write like what the rationale was lah. But no matter what, you are killing civilians, man. Like just to protect your own citizens, you think it's okay to kill other people's citizens? What? Yeah, it's in their museum lah, by the way. And they were one of the, like, America was one of the highest in terms of like atomic bomb testing, nuclear testing after that. Like nuclear experiments. Like one of the highest in the whole world. It's stupid, right? Like in the end, right, it's because of a few people's ego and shit like that. Then the civilians have to suffer. Like even if you say, right, you kill the military people because they are part of the war and not kill the civilians, but the military people are family members of the civilians. You are still indirectly hurting them. It's worse when you are directly hurting the innocent civilians who are suffering because of the war. But what the fuck, man? The military people are like family members. It's just stupid, man. Like no matter what reason, there's no reason to have war lah. President don't care about a lot of radiation stuff. Yeah, exactly. Like I mean, look at America. All the nuclear testing, right? They say, oh, it's in the desert, But I remember reading like last year or something. They keep saying it's in the desert, but actually it does affect like further areas. And it has a very long-lasting half-life lah, so it's going to take forever for the radiation to go away anyway. You're just killing your own country, man. Museums say why Japan started the war. They wanted to expand their colony, basically like England, but some countries rejected it lah. That's why they fought back, because they to them, right, it's a Japan-China war, and it's true lah. It's mostly the Chinese who were fighting back in the World War II anyway. Like the others were not actually fighting. Like even in Singapore, it's the Chinese lah. Yeah. They started a war. I mean, they wanted to make Singapore one of their colony because they know it's a very good spot. They were expanding to places that will benefit their own country, ma. Just like what England did, lah. Like, it's not like the British didn't come here because they wanted money. Like, of course they came here for money. Because it's a golden spot. So like in the end, the fighting was more because of like the homeland, lah. The problem is morality. Yeah. The problem is also like that the locals didn't want them, lah. Like if you talk about like Taiwan, right? They were okay with Japan, ma. So under their colonization, they were like totally happy. They were prospering some more. Like, it's not that they cannot make other countries prosper. It's just that they didn't. It's because of the China and Japan war, lah, that Singapore was part of the Chinese in Singapore, like were against them. In the end, who suffered only because they want what they want. Exactly. Like, it's not even them suffering. They just send people out to die. They just send family members of people that they don't even know to die. You want anything for humans? Or like, yeah. Like, those civilians don't want it. No, I don't think any civilian want war. That is just stupid, man. Can they stand exactly? They should go to the front line and punch each other, like strip naked and punch each other. Then whoever wins from that punching fight, right? Then they win, lah. Okay, no? Then we decide like that, lah. So nobody else has to suffer. They decide by themselves in a ring, broadcasted live. Everybody can see them fight each other, punch each other. I'll be happy to see that, man. All the fathers are forced to go to war. Exactly right. It's so stupid, right? Like, some people not even fathers. Some people are like just teens, and they have to be sent into war already. Send them out in the Colosseum. Exactly. Like, I will totally watch that live, man. Like, if you tell me like, oh, okay, like Putin versus Zelensky, sure, why not? But it's not that easy, yeah. But it still doesn't justify, lah. Don't make them represent country. If you want to fight, just go. Yeah. Can you just keep the proper borders and not cause problems? Like, they don't even want the borders, you know. It's not even the territory that they care about. It's profiting from the war. It's so stupid. And profiting from the war, why? For their own wallet. That is not even for the country. Like, in the past, yeah, it's for territory because land was more important than anything else. But now that's no longer the case. Land is no longer important. Skills are more important. Knowledge is important. Like, resources are important, but only to a certain extent. They destroy economy. Exactly right. All the inflation. And they still dare to threaten, oh, nuclear. Like, come on, man, can you all like? That's why in Metal Gear Solid 5, there's a meta game where, like, all the players, something like a challenge, lah. It's very hard to describe, but Kojima wanted to see how long it would take before every nuclear bomb can be disarmed in that game. And there were so many, it took like 10 years, I think. But it's so cool to see, because he wanted to send a message. He wanted to educate people and make people want to disarm nuclear bombs. 10 years in the whole world. Like, the game spread over every player. So it's like a collective goal where if everybody disarms every single bomb in that game, like throughout the whole world, like there will be a secret ending that will be unlocked. Yeah, it was unlocked a few years back when people managed to do that. Yeah. Let's go to the Hypo Center. I think there's a monument there where the bomb dropped. I think it's not very far from here. We can walk there. Oh, I'm actually very close to it. We go to the Hypo Center, then we go to the Peace Park, where they are advocating peace. So yeah, it's very, very close. It's just like behind this building. Then the Peace Park is over there, but we'll come back to it. Because I want to end at the museum, because I don't think I can stream in the museum. So that will be a good point to end. But we can do the outdoor stuff first. What does the monument look like? I didn't even check. So yesterday I was watching this Hiroshima's traditional performance, the Kagura. Oh, and it was so good. Like luckily the tourist information area, those people actually told me about it. Like, oh, it's only every Wednesday and you came on a Wednesday, so it's perfect. Yamata no Orochi, yeah. Oh, so it was here. 600 meters above. So it was like somewhere out there. And this is a hospital. Like this building is a hospital. Kind of fitting, I guess. So it's just a little monument here. The exact spot. So yeah, we can go to the Peace Park. This okonomiyaki, a lot of people recommend, but I think it's more like a tourist spot now. That's why I was looking for like alternatives that are more recommended by locals rather than like English articles. Like this is always long queue, and come on man, you don't always need to go to the same one because, like pro tip, most restaurants in Japan, they taste really good. You just need to find on Tabelog. Don't need to find on Google Maps. Then you can get those places where there are less tourists, don't need to queue, and they taste sometimes even better. Don't use Google in Japan, use Tabelog. East Park, yeah, it's just across this bridge. But I'm stuck here because of the traffic light. Yeah, traffic light. Oh, and since we're waiting, right? You know just now how the guy pushed? Because since you said it wasn't captured, right? So he basically reached his hand out, grabbed the shoulder, and pushed the kid aside like that. Like what my arm just did. Demonstration. Accumulate, you don't know it was captured. I don't know, I can check. If I capture it, right? Like, oh, proof of shitty tourists. not like it will mean anything anyway. Because they always give discount when it's like non-Asian tourists. Oh, they just don't know, they call stupid things. Like, come on, man. Don't know means you can be rude, man. I think it's partly because they are scared to communicate with them, because they are like taller and they only speak English. They cannot understand Japanese at all. So it's more like they're scared to confront them. Hey, flowers. They're growing flowers here. Let's get closer. Is there a bell? Yes, there is a bell here, I think. I actually don't know, but there's a lot of students here. Oh my god. Why are there so many students? Oh, there is a bell.
集会終わります。荷物を持って落とし物がないかを確認して緑から動きたいと思います。次、韓国慰霊碑の方に行きます。
They're not performing though, so I was like, it's probably kind of weird to clap because they are just taught to pay respects that way together. Yeah, it's just to pay respects to the people who died from the bomb. I can't hear some of the parts, but it's basically dedicated to the people who died. Yeah, they're just paying respects actually. That's why I think it's a bit weird because they're not performing for tourists. Like, they also found it weird, they were like looking around. like I think to some tourists, anybody singing equals to performance. Like, no, they're not performing for you, come on. Hello, Crow. Like, even the Kagura, right? It was very weird when people started clapping, like, in between the sections. Like, when they end a section, right, you're not supposed to clap. You only clap at the end of the entire thing. And that is the same thing as Chinese performance as well. You don't clap in the middle. That is very rude because you don't know when they will start talking again. And you might be preventing other people from, like, hearing properly. So when they did it, I'm like, I'm not going to even clap once because you can go all out clapping at the end, and that is appreciated. Yeah, different culture, whatever. So they don't even like point that out to them. They don't even tell them in the advice before the performance starts. Should totally tell them, please clap only at the end of the entire show, because you know when I was back performing, okay, to say the very least, we actually say that because we have a 30 minutes piece made out of 6 movements, and we told the entire audience this piece is made out of 6 movements. Please only clap at the end after the 6th movement. Like, the conductor will turn around after the 6th movement. Then you can clap. Like, we basically told people something like that lah. Because we didn't want them to start clapping and disturb the performance when we wanted to start the next movement. Also don't know this. Yeah. That's why we taught the audience that. Because they wouldn't know how many movements there are and when, like, and like when is the like in between each movement. And some movements they start very, very soft. So if you start clapping and making noise, right, then people cannot hear the start of the next movement. So we're like, we need to tell people lah. So we got the MC to say this. They should have done that for the Kagura as well. It's a 45 minutes performance, and there were not really any breaks in between for people to clap at all. It's an entire movie basically. Like, and they still kept clapping when the guy already started the next movement, like the next scene. Like, different culture lah, yeah. But if you watch like Chinese traditional performance, like opera, all that, right? Traditionally, people don't clap until the very end. Also, like, you can make as much noise as you want at the very end. Those are appreciated. You want to shout encore, you want to shout awesome, you want to shout bravo, you want to shout whatever. Like, it's up to you. But during the performances, keep totally quiet lah. I believe it's the same in Japan lah, because like the traditional arts are like kind of stem from the same origin. So this bell is just called the peace bell. Yeah, it's just a peace bell. Let me see if there's an interesting story behind it. This bell is very precious. Please handle with care.
でも世界はね、一つです。仲良くしようね。まあそんなふうな思いが多分あると思う。だから結局されていない。で、実はね、その下のところにさっきの右側の下のあたりにずっとちょっと普段見られないような文字が書かれているんだけど、
Okay. Yeah. Basically, it's just for peace. Like ring the bell to spread the peace kind of thing. There's a clock tower. I think it's here. It's the Peace Clock Tower. They have quite a number of things around this park. Basically, just add the word peace. That's how art works. Oh, interesting shape though. They want many pieces. They're not happy with just one. Oh, it's probably like set up by different groups. Because this one is by the Lions Club. The others by like some organization for like memorial for the people who died. Where are we? Oh, they turned the map upside down. Okay, let's walk here. I think it's still got some things here. I'm starting to see a bit of autumn colors though, if you look up. No, it's not full autumn yet, but it's changing a bit. Yeah, just a little bit. But some trees are changing color already. There's quite a number of things here, I think. Looks like true. Oh shit, man. Tens of thousands of victims' ashes are here. Hey, Super Remo! Sorry, I just saw. Hey, welcome. We're in Hiroshima right now. Konnichiwa. We're at the Genbaku Dome. The one tree that turned orange, yeah. Like, we can see a few of them. Yeah, I'm not gonna film this as respect. Because usually we don't film this kind of things lah. Like there are tens of thousands of people there. Okay, let's see where we can go next in this park. Okay, so near here, there is a Korean atomic bomb victims monument. I think it's this one. Like, I think monuments are okay, but if it's where the ashes and stuff are, like, it's better not. Because monuments technically are like for memory. ストーリーって見たんですけど、この前柳川行ってました。はいはいはい。柳川行ってます。ちょっとすごく綺麗。Yeah, the translation is correct. Let me make sure there's no ashes or anything. 柳川僕の地元の本当？レナさん北海道人じゃないの？Okay, so this is for memorial. I missed the train. That one was in. I missed the train in Dazaifu, not Yanagawa. 生まれて育ちは福岡なんです。おー、福岡。うん。福岡の一風ラーメン。めっちゃうまかった。Okay, so this is a monument for to remember the 100,000 Koreans. Then 20,000 were bombed. Okay, about 10% were Koreans. So this is to remember the Koreans. Yeah. There's no ashes or anything, but it's a memorial monument. Wait, what is this? There's something here. Kanonzo? Yeah, there were a lot of Chinese and Koreans in Japan even back then. Like, probably because of all the trade and like working opportunities. So during the war, and also the prisoners of war. Oh, it's a gravestone. Oops, sorry. Oh, it was toppled by the blast. Oh man. It's the Kanonzo. Oh, it's there. There's like a monument or statue or something of note in every patch of the park. Pretty interesting. So this is for the people who lost their lives within the next 60 days after the bomb. Because probably directly affected by the bomb as well. What is this? Map of this area with the probably the names of the families. Injuries and stuff, yeah. Like even if you survive, it's still like severe burns and radiation. Yeah, okay, sure. Let me look for the next one. Okay, there's a road here. Okay. The design of this park is quite interesting. Like the paths are winding. So, but I like that though. It feels more organic. Like rather than too rigid or square-ish. Let's walk to section 2 because we're done with the top section. Can come to the second section now. No, this whole thing is the Peace Park. This park is quite big compared to the Nagasaki one. Problem is I have very bad eyes to spot monuments and stuff. So there is one right here, and there's a peace pool and peace lamp. Oh, it doesn't even feel like a park. It feels like the front of some government building. The light of peace. So there's a statue here. Statue of a prayer for peace. Built with money sent by students from all over Japan. Oh, 1977. Oh, pretty interesting. Should be okay to show the statue, yes. Sorry, I was reading the... Yeah, because this is funded by the students all over Japan. So it's more like a symbol. Oh, it's not a lamp. There's a fire. So this is like the pool. And there's a fire right there. Oh, do they keep it like burning all the time? What's the description? I want to read what it's about. Yeah. Just a fire for peace. I don't see any plants. Maybe the other side of that bush. Yeah, I can't do that in Singapore. It will just get extinguished. Oh, yeah, the other Pretty nice to take a photo here though. Yeah, give me a sec. To find info, no. I think it's at the other side, like maybe that side. Let's look at reflections. I'm like trying to avoid filming people's faces, then you have all these people walking around filming people's faces, like there should be like a basic courtesy course for every tourist coming to Japan. Number one, don't film people's faces directly. Number two, bloody queue up. Do you know what is queue up? Number three, don't chew with your mouth open in public. Number four, shower every day. And don't use perfume to try to cover up. I should compile this. Chewing is brutal. It's because it's disgusting. It's disgusting to me. It's extremely disgusting. Like when people chew, right, there are actually tiny drops of saliva that flies out. It's just usually you don't see them, but it's bloody unhygienic. That's why they even say like don't talk in the trains, because when you talk, yeah, saliva will fly out. Or like wear a mask. And you know how many of them will wear masks? I've not even seen a single one of them wear mask this time. Like it's not a requirement, yes, but you all keep opening your mouths and chewing and talking loudly on the train. Can you all wear a bloody mask? Yeah, there's another statue here. Don't think about them. Spoil mood only. Just walk away from them. So what is this? Inori no Zo. Monument of Prayer. 다행이다. 緑 what緑 See, the kids are so much better. Like, I'm just taking a photo from the side. I didn't even need them to move out. And they just volunteered to move away. What the hell? You see, it's really upbringing difference. Like, I don't even mind, because I usually I don't take front shots. I take from the, like, diagonally. That's why they were not even blocking me at all. And they just volunteered to move away. Upbringing, man. Like, you can have these people who are already balding and they have like zero manners. And you have kids like this who have like so much more manners than them. So there's a little, let me see if it's free. There's a little memorial hall. Oh, I'm already in the museum-ish areas, I think. So there's a little memorial hall here. It's free, but I usually these kind of places they don't like people filming, so probably cannot. But we can look at the thing outside here, lah. There's one more thing. We go to that thing first. Actually, two more. Eh? They have a lot there. But there are a few indoor ones that I want to go through them, but off stream because I'm pretty sure they don't allow. But let's go to two more. I found another interesting one. There are so many landmarks here. No, it's okay because that one is underground. If I go underground, it will get disconnected anyway. So I will clear the ones up here first. Like finish the ones up here, then I'll go back to that one, that memorial hall. Then I want to go to the there is. It seems like three. Challenge. We don't have it. Oh yeah, I'm a little bit scared of talking to Japanese kids because their pronunciation and sometimes they use slang that I don't understand. Like my level is like below them, and adults usually they speak more clearly. But kids will be like have their own weird terms and sounds. Yeah. Like sometimes I hear them talk, I also don't understand what they're saying. So are these the trees? And also the kids are very wary of people filming so that's what I'm saying because there's so many kids around. That was different, yeah. So these trees, I think they were here when it's still alive. So the tree, right, half of it got bombed, like it got radiated, but half of them survived. But the tree is still alive and it's still growing now. That is pretty cool. Okay, there is a Iori or Izumi. Behind this, that's probably the last stop because there are two spots. I should try to make a map or something. Fountain, sorry. My is all already. It's the fountain or like like bus parking area. I wonder if I have time to get my castle later. I might because like what to say. Or I there. So I might do a short Hiroshima Castle one later before going for dinner. I'm thinking of trying their tsukemen today because it's already popular. It's apparently popular. Oh, so there's a spring fountain. Yeah, so it's more like a popular dish over here that became like a Hiroshima thing. Yeah, it's like dried noodles with spicy. Ah, sounds nice. I think you've done something according to that. Do not walk meal. And I enjoy it. You can see you can see the door from here. It's probably quite hard to see the fire, but you can see the spark. I don't use balcony door, I'm like in open space. Too from the same hall. Many people. They just say anything. Okay, I took photos. I'm saying that, but it didn't, right? Probably won't remember which photos to show. Because there's so many of them. It's Thursday. How come students are like on excursion? What's the thing again? Yeah, but anyway, I want to look at the information and museum and stuff. Then after that, Hiroshima Castle closes at 6 p.m. So I think I should be able to make it. So yeah, maybe a very short swim there because I think the castle area is not that big. Okay, see you all later. Bye bye.